Mic is on now. 66 and sunny as we look over the stadium with this gorgeous sunset. We do have an active weather pattern setting up with moisture streaming in from the southwest into the Big Bend region. That moisture is going to start hitting us tonight, where temperatures are going to drop down to 54 degrees, and that cloud cover in the showers is going to keep us a little bit warmer tonight in regards to the temperature. Moving on to tomorrow. Tomorrow, unfortunately, Landis Green above Stroger is not going to be this sunny, bright blue picture. It is going to be gray and rainy. Temperatures are going to be warmer at 66 degrees with that southerly wind. And as we look ahead to the rest of the show, that rain is going to be here to stay. We're going to take a look at your Valentine's Day weekend forecast, and we're going to learn more about wind chill. That and more tonight on FSU Weather.
Hey, what's going on, everyone? I'm meteorologist Tyler Scherer here with first local look of the evening. We have a beautiful sunset dipping down over Doak Campbell Stadium right now. Some clouds in the sky, but for the most part, a pretty clear and beautiful day here in Tallahassee. We're currently 66 degrees. Winds outside are pretty calm. Still have some sunshine as that sun continues to set. And the radar showing some cloud coverage coming in and out of Tallahassee intermittently, and really that's the same story for most of the Big Bend region. So pretty clear day for the most part, although we're going to start to see that to change as we go throughout the rest of the week, and we zoom out to the rest of the southeast, seeing some more cloud coverage over Louisiana and Arkansas, and then really Georgia and Mississippi, seeing some cloud coverage in the central parts of those states, but pretty clear for the most part for the rest of the southeast. Temperatures all throughout the region. Perry, 69 degrees right now. Tallahassee, 66. A lot cooler along the coastline with Apalachicola. They got some cloudy skies blocking the sun out for them, so they're down to 58 degrees right now. And then going further north, we're in the mid-60s for Thomasville and Valdosta. And here's our heat index values, and if you'll notice, they're the exact same as the actual temperatures. We'll get more into it a little bit later on in the show, but the heat index is basically showing us how much the humidity is coming into play to make things feel warmer than they actually are, but there's not a lot of humidity in the Big Bend region right now. So the temperatures outside is exactly what it feels like whenever you step outside. The winds throughout the region, in Tallahassee and Monticello, things are pretty calm. Along the coastline, you do get a little bit of wind. St. Mark's 3 miles an hour and Apalachicola 5. And then getting up to Donaldsonville, 7 mile per hour winds there. In the next 24 hours, you're really going to see the cloud coverage and, of course, the rain move through the Tallahassee region. Expect to see some fairly heavy rainfall throughout Tallahassee, Thomasville, Valdosta, and the rest of the region. And those temperatures are really not going to get too high. 65 is going to be the high temperature at 3 p.m. with all that rain in the region. So let's take a look at the next 7 days. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Expect some rain chances, although the rain chances will decrease as we go throughout the week, and those temperatures for the highs will start to pick back up. Thursday, that high temperature is going to be 77 degrees, and then the weekend's going to be a little bit better. Saturday, still going to be cloudy, but Sunday, going to start to see the sun come back out for Valentine's Day. Now I'm going to pass things off to David with a look at the southeast.
Yes, thank you, Tyler. As Tyler was mentioning, we're going to have an increase in shower activity in the Big Bend area due to a frontal system that went through the area but is going to come back and haunt us over the next few days and give us increased rain chances. We'll take a look around the southeastern region right now. Little Rock is the cool spot at 45 degrees, and we move down here to Montgomery, 61 degrees, and as you get down closer, obviously, to Miami at 79 degrees, of temperatures get on an increase as you get further to the southern point of the Florida Peninsula. Dew points are reflecting also this cooler, drier air up here. 40-degree dew point in Little Rock. And as you move further south, closer to the Gulf, where we have winds out of the south, bringing that moisture in, those dew points a little bit higher. 56 currently in New Orleans, and the muggy spot is South Florida and Central Florida. We have dew point of 72 in Miami. As due to that front that is draped over the area down there, it's kind of stalled out and it's going to come back as a warm front over the next 2 days. And winds are generally out of the south here in the Big Bend area, bringing in extra moisture off the Gulf and also in New Orleans. And we do have winds out of the southeast in Miami, and Key West out of the east at 5 miles per hour. So winds not really strong, but they are bringing moisture off the Gulf and the Atlantic Ocean, depending where you're at. And satellite radar shows a stream of clouds coming across here, across the Gulf Coast states, and this will be is associated with the front that will eventually bring us more rain over the next couple of days. The front that went through earlier or this week or over the weekend is currently draped over South Florida, where it's bringing some shower and thunderstorm activity down there. And the thunderstorm outlook for today, just general thunderstorms along the Gulf Coast, showers moving along a front there, and also some general thunderstorms over Florida. No severe weather to speak about currently. Over the next 48 hours, you'll see these clouds and showers lifting up, associated with a warm front that will come through the area over the next 2 days, and a low pressure system forming off that, giving us some extra shower activity. And what about those lows tonight around the southeast? Not too bad for this time of year. 48 degrees in Montgomery, Atlanta at 45. And over Florida, it's actually really mild for this time of year. 65 here in Tampa and 64 in Orlando. And tomorrow's high temperatures around the southeast, 45 is a cold spot. In Little Rock, above the front there, when you can see below where the front's at, those temperatures 81 in Miami, 76 in Tampa, and here in Tallahassee, 67 degrees with increased rain chances. So I'm going to pass things off now to Jonathan, who's going to take a look at
your summer forecast. So taking a look at Indianapolis, that's right, I'm headed to the Brickyard this summer. Maybe I'll be kissing the bricks. I am so excited to say that I have an internship in Indianapolis this summer at the National Weather Service there. Quite the change in weather from sunny Florida there right now. These purple and white colors you see on our satellite and radar is a band of snow moving into the Indianapolis region. And this band of snow has triggered a winter storm advisory stretching from the Ohio region through Cincinnati, just south of Indianapolis, down into a winter storm watch in areas of Kentucky, southern Illinois, and southern Indiana. That's quite the difference here from sunny Florida, but looking through your next 24 hours, that snowstorm is going to produce about 1 to 3 inches of snow right over the middle of the state, and then move up towards the northeast, where they are expecting more winter-like conditions. Tonight in Indianapolis, though, 20 degrees, snow, maybe about 1 inch of snow possible there tonight. Not that much happening otherwise. It's just a little bit of flurries. They are excluded from that winter storm advisory that is issued for their region. Looking over your next 3 days, though, Tuesday, that temperature is going to be very cold. 28 degrees, that might not look like a lot, but associated with that storm that's moving through the area, they're going to have some whipping winds, and that's going to make those wind chills drop into the teens and single digits on Tuesday. That's only going to get worse as it combines throughout the rest of the week. Wednesday, you are looking at more snow showers. That is going to potentially trigger a winter weather advisory for them on Wednesday. 1 to 3 inches of snow expected, maybe a few isolated amounts more in areas of higher terrain. 60% chance of snow on Wednesday, and then moving into Thursday, as that storm continues to move out of the area, expect a few lingering flurries, but this is when temperatures are going to get really, really cold. And we're going to talk about wind chill later on in the show, because temperatures are going to drop not only to the 20s, but then to the 10s and the single digits. And that's not the wind chill. That is the actual temperature. And when combined with the wind and that snow, it's going to feel much, much, much colder outside, and that's going to be very dangerous. So essentially, if you're anywhere from, based on the model runs, maybe Texas, Oklahoma, up through the northeast, there are dangerous wind chill conditions. So be sure you're paying attention when Tyler speaks about wind chill later on. But for now, Tyler's going to go ahead and take a look at your Tallahassee lifestyle.
Thank you, Jonathan. Let's take another look at the FSU weather stem as that sun continues to go further and further down on the horizon. Very beautiful sunset. We haven't been able to see this in a couple of days because we've had very cloudy skies in Tallahassee and the rest of the Big Bend region. But today it was pretty clear outside, and we might not see a lot of clarity in the sky over the next couple of days. So enjoy this sunset, because you might not be able to see another one like this until the weekend. Let's get into some airport delays. Tallahassee, of course, we're clear right now, so no delays expected in Tallahassee, at least for today. 66 degrees right now. Everything is a go. And then for the rest of the country, no delays at these major cities, being the Atlanta airport, Dallas Airport, LA, and so on. Pretty nice conditions for most of these regions. New York, a little bit cold at 24 degrees right now, and Denver at 29, but the rest of these airports having temperatures in the mid-50s, getting all the way up to the upper 60s. In Daytona this weekend, we're going to have the Daytona 500 on Sunday, a Valentine's Day race. 62 degrees there. It's going to see some morning rain, but as you go throughout the day, you're going to see that sun come back out there in Daytona. If you're in Tallahassee and wanting to go to the res, you're going to have some cloudy skies, but the sun might still peek out. The temperature is going to be in the upper 60s, so not really great temperatures to get into the water, but if you want to do other things at the res, as we get closer and closer to Saturday, we'll get some more clarity on that forecast to see just how much cloud coverage we'll have. As of right now, still a good chance to have a great day at the res on Saturday. The winds expected to be pretty calm as well. For your dog walk forecast tomorrow, there's really not a great time to take your dog for a walk, unfortunately, because it's expected to rain for most of the day, at least these morning hours. Those temperatures, fairly comfortable, going to be 61 at 7 a.m. And then as we get into 9 o'clock, 64, and then 11 o'clock, we're going to get up to 65 degrees. That rain isn't really going to pass by, so you might want to let the dog out to use the restroom, but don't go for a long walk unless you have an umbrella. And then finally, we have our Valentine's Day forecast, going to be 60 degrees here in Tallahassee with partly cloudy skies. Will I have a date for Valentine's Day? Not sure yet. Stay tuned. We'll see, maybe. But if I don't, I'll probably just get Chick-fil-A for 2 instead to make up for it. So I'll have 2 Chick-fil-A dinners. Sunday. Except it's Sunday, so Chick-fil-A won't be open. So maybe try McDonald's. I don't know. It sounds like a very lonely Valentine's Day, but I consider that to be a great day. Anytime I can have 2 meals worth of McDonald's or Chick-fil-A, always a great day. Now I'm going to pass things off to Jonathan with a national look.
Yeah, taking a look at your national, well, speaking of Valentine's Day, pardon me, we have some commotion in the studio right now, but that pink color is not as lovey-dovey as you might think. It's not there for Valentine's Day. It is there because temperatures are extremely cold. That in Minneapolis, that -1 degrees Fahrenheit, temperatures are sub-zero in a major United States city, and that is not the wind chill. The wind chill there, I have a friend who lives up there, it's approximately -20 degrees or so. That is dangerous conditions. Luckily down here in the south, we're stuck in this warm sector. I say stuck, it's actually a good thing. Maybe a bit positive connotation would be better. But across the southern U.S., temperatures in your 60s. San Antonio, you are our warm spot at 76. Very mild winter-like conditions for those of us in the south. And that divide is definitely evident in the dew point, where you have the green, you have your more tropical moisture and your warmer air, and that's where the showers are. But bitterly dry air throughout the northeast. -14 dew point in Minneapolis. Minneapolis, your weather right now is just cold and bone dry. So not exactly much snow either. Looking at your current satellite and radar throughout the United States, precipitation, you have a swath of snow through the Midwest. Not much else going on throughout the country, and that is a result of those dry dew points throughout the area. Not a lot of moisture. But as we look into the next, looking forward, we have a bunch of active alerts throughout the country. You have a winter storm advisory that goes from Boston all the way down through Oklahoma City, where they had freezing fog and freezing drizzle earlier today. So dangerous driving conditions about most of the country. And then up in the northwest, the Central Plains, there is a wind chill advisory because those temperatures are so cold. I think that is a wind chill warning up at the border with Canada. Moving into the northeast, there's not a lot of snow on radar right now, but as we saw in my Indianapolis forecast, a bunch of that snow in the Midwest is going to push through the northeast in this narrow band and accumulate a little bit of snow, not necessarily the blizzard we saw last week in New York, however. Moving into the Midwest, you do have that snow band from Chicago to Omaha, but just very cold and very dry and very windy conditions in the Central Plains. Very cold. Do not go outside unless absolutely necessary. Moving across the Southwest, as usual, there's not much precipitation going on, and that's definitely not helping with our drought if the monitor wants to pop up. Apparently it does not. Oh, there it goes. There is a severe, exceptional, extreme drought across the southwestern United States, and that's not going to change much. But zooming back in towards the Tallahassee area and the southeast, not much going on other than a few stereotypical South Florida showers. Taking a look across tonight's forecast, -7 in Minneapolis, -13 in Billings. I think the kids from Miami would actually implode if that happened here. Luckily for us across the state of Florida, temperatures will be in the 60s and 50s tonight. Then moving forward to tomorrow, temperatures are going to remain bitterly cold across the country. But I don't think that's going to happen in Tallahassee, right, David?
Yeah, Jonathan, I can just imagine those kids imploding if we had temperatures, below 20 degrees going on down there in Miami. That'd be a wild thing there. Yeah, the sun is setting here currently over Doak Campbell Stadium. Look at that beautiful sunset, those oranges and reds, and it's just amazing. If you have a chance, get out there and watch it. It's going to disappear over the next 20 minutes or so. It's just a beautiful sunset. Currently, the temperature is 66 degrees here in Tallahassee with a setting sun, and the winds are currently calm, but that will change as we go into the next few days. And currently, the radar shows mostly a lot of high clouds and mid-level clouds here across the southeast, and also coming up in here south of Tallahassee into the Panhandle. And in North Florida, just some sort of mid-level clouds. No showers associated with these as we are north of the warm front that will eventually make its way this way overnight tonight and into tomorrow. And wind speeds currently are on the light side, 3-mile-per-hour wind out of the southwest at St. Mark's, and no wind to report in Carabel. And generally, the winds are out of the south, bringing in increased moisture, which will raise our dew point temperatures, which currently is 58 right now in Perry, 55 here in Tallahassee, and 52 in Quincy. Those will be on the rise, and our rain chances will also increase. Currently, temperatures around the Big Bend area are 63 in Thomasville, 64 in Valdosta, and Perry at 69, and here in Tallahassee, 66 degrees. And these temperatures aren't going to decrease too much tonight due to the cloud cover, which will keep us on the mild side. And the heat index, temperatures currently feel like they really are outside because our dew points are on the low side. Over the next 24 hours, those showers and storms will make their way across the Big Bend area, bring some showers and storms tomorrow. And looking at the day planner forecast, 9 o'clock a.m. if you're going out, you're going to need an umbrella. Pretty much need an umbrella for the whole day. Those temperatures will slowly climb to 65 as you go from 9 o'clock to 3 o'clock. It's just going to be a rainy, dreary day tomorrow. Unfortunately, good day to go to work and be inside, or if you're not going to work, study for exams or read a good book. Tuesday, tomorrow, Wednesday, Thursday, rain chances slowly decrease as we get into Friday. We'll have some thunderstorms around Tallahassee on Thursday and Friday. And when we get to the weekend, things will clear out and we'll have more sun than clouds, especially on Valentine's Day. If you have any plans, should be pretty much rain-free, just some clouds in the area. Rain chances will increase next week as we'll have another system come into the area. I'm going to pass things off now to Tyler, who's going to take a look at our educational segment.
Yep, thank you, David. Take a look at the educational segment here at FSU Weather's weather education segment. Kind of just repeated myself there, but that's what we're talking about. So we're going to talk about the feels like, temperature, the heat index, and the wind chill, what all of these things mean and why they're important when we're talking about them on our weathercast here at FSU Weather, as well as other news stations as well. So whenever we get into the heat index, you're looking at relative humidity or possibly your dew points, but this chart here shows how relative humidity plays into temperature. So really the higher amount of humidity you have, the higher your feels like temperatures are going to be. So for example, let's say it's 90 degrees outside during the summer here in Tallahassee. If you have a low relative humidity around 40%, you're going to see temperature is going to feel like 91 degrees. So it's going to feel pretty close to how it actually, or how the temperature actually is outside. But if you get humidity up to about 80%, instead it's going to feel a lot hotter, getting into the hundreds. So the more humidity you have in the air, especially whenever it's already hot outside, it's going to feel even warmer. So that's what we're talking about when we get into our feels like temperatures. As for wind chill, that's how the wind is factoring into how cold it feels outside. So if you have calm winds, really the temperature is going to feel pretty close to what it actually is. Let's say you have about 10 miles an hour and temperatures around 35 degrees. It is going to feel a little bit chillier. You're going to feel about 27 degrees outside. Once you start getting those wind speeds really high and you get those temperatures a lot lower, that's whenever things can get extremely cold and maybe even a little bit dangerous as well. Let's say you have winds around 35 miles an hour and temperature is about 5 degrees Fahrenheit. Move down there, it's going to feel like negative 21 degrees. And Jonathan was talking about in the Midwest just how cold it is, and those wind speeds as well can really make the wind chill temperatures get down by a lot. So you can get quite dangerous conditions whenever you get really fast winds as well as cold temperatures happening at the same time. So just a little bit of a summary for our heat index. You factor in the humidity and the temperature to figure out what that feels like, temperature is like. For wind chill, we're looking at how wind plays into how cold those temperatures feel on your body. And then really, you want to pay attention to the heat index and the wind chill because it'll help you to dress accordingly for how it feels like outside. Now I'm going to pass things off to David with a look at Florida.
Thank you, Tyler. Yes, you gotta make sure you bundle up if those wind chills are that low. Real quick, I'm gonna give a shout out to Mr. Hammond's second grade class in Citrus Springs, Florida at Central Ridge Elementary, as I was able to have the chance to Zoom with them and answer their weather questions today. And they had some really good questions. We might have some future meteorologists there in Citrus Springs, so we'll have to keep an eye on that. Currently, the temperatures around Florida, 62 in Jacksonville, 75 in Tampa, currently, and 78 in Fort Myers, and pretty much the Sunshine State. Although there's not a lot of sun, the temperatures are on the mild side for this time of year. And we have a front draped across right here, across the parts of South Florida. You see Palm Beach County picking up on a little bit of shower activity, and a few scattered showers over the Everglades south of Lake Okeechobee there. This front is going, we'll zoom in, and you see maybe a few thunderstorms here in Palm Beach County moving towards the coast, and these will fizzle out over the next few hours as the sun sets, and there really won't be any more daytime energy for these showers. But this is the front that's going to move north and increase our rain chances. So Miami, you're going to have low rain chances over the next 3 days, and temperatures early mild and really on the warm side, 81 degrees on Wednesday and Thursday, 80 degrees, and just if you like the warm weather, Miami is the place to go. And Tampa, where they just had the Super Bowl and the Bucks won, Tom Brady, Gronk, and all of them won the Super Bowl yesterday. Awesome. Tampa temperatures will be on the mild side also, going up to 79 degrees with low rain chances over the next 3 days. In Orlando, low rain chances there as well. Temperatures in the low 80s. It's going to be a warm one there if you're going to Disney or Universal Studios or any of the parks. And currently, there was some shower activity earlier, but it's now fizzled out as the sun is setting and daytime heating is, the showers are no longer able to sustain. And in the North Florida, up and down Jacksonville, just some high clouds, some mid-level clouds moving from west to east, no shower activity currently in Jacksonville. Unfortunately, tomorrow you're going to have a 54% chance of rain, a high of 71. Rain chances will remain about on the moderate side, 33% tomorrow and 33% Wednesday, and go up to 49% on Thursday. In Pensacola, you're going to be stuck with a shower just like here in Tallahassee. 83% chance of rain tomorrow, showers and thunderstorms pretty much for the next 3 days, and temperatures clearly getting to 70 degrees, but it's going to be rainy out there. You're going to need your umbrella. And satellite radar, nothing to mention currently. There's some high clouds moving through the area, but that will change over the next 12 hours as the front moves in. As far as tonight goes, expect temperatures anywhere 59 degrees up in Tallahassee, and further get down the state, we expect temperatures in the upper 60s to close to 71 degrees in Miami. And tomorrow, it will be a warm one across the state of Florida, 83 degrees in Fort Myers. As you move up the state, though, you'll run into showers and thunderstorm activity, and temperatures will be in the mid to upper 60s in northern part of Florida. I'm currently going to get Jonathan, who's going to have another look at the local forecast.
Yeah, so taking a look, as David mentioned, we're not going to get very many more chances to take a look at that sunset over Doak as we approach with the rainy weather continuing later this week. But go ahead and take a peek outside as you catch that last sunset of the week because of the clouds. But currently 66 degrees, the sun is setting, the wind is calm, gorgeous walking conditions with your dogs this evening. Go ahead and take advantage of that before we have this stream of moisture coming from Houston to New Orleans, southwesterly flow into Tallahassee that is eventually going to bring those stormy conditions here Tomorrow, those conditions are going to come in, but for now, 66 and calm across pretty much the majority of our area, a little bit cooler down by the coast, possibly because of some sea breeze cooling. But as we move into your dew points, it's also reflected there. Notice we do have this mix of the brown and the green colors, and the green is where the more tropical moisture is surging northwards, and the brown is that drier air that's dominating the rest of the country. Because the dew point and the heat index aren't that far from one another, your current, the dew point and the temperatures are not far from one another. Your heat index, your feels like temperatures, there's not going to be much of a difference there. It feels like exactly how it is outside in Tallahassee, and that is fantastic weather to go outside and enjoy. Wind speed and direction, not much going on across the area, but as we head into the next 48 hours, you'll notice those oranges, those reds, those yellows, and those greens move into Tallahassee, move into Thomasville, Bainbridge, and Quincy. You're going to have lots of stormy shower activity tomorrow, and that's going to be reflected in our day planner forecast. If you have to walk to an in-person class tomorrow, not necessarily the best conditions to do so. Make sure you bring your umbrella, make sure you bring your rain jacket, because we have rain, and more rain tomorrow. Temperatures are going to be decent, but you don't want to be cold and wet in your classes, because we know FSU likes to blast the air conditioning in these buildings. So make sure you are prepared for that weather tomorrow. But taking a look at your week ahead, those stormy conditions will continue Tuesday through Friday, but luckily for us, they are going to clear up by the weekend, where it will be in the 60s, and the sun is going to come out on Valentine's Day. How romantic for those of us that do not have a Valentine's Day. But looking ahead into next week, those rain chances will maybe start to pick up again, but those temperatures are also going to get cold. So some of the models show that we might have to watch into next week, but for that, we're going to go to the desk with Tyler to close the show.
Thank you, Jonathan. Pretty wet couple of days coming ahead for us here in Tallahassee and the rest of the Big Bend region. There's a possibility that there could have been some rain at the Super Bowl yesterday, but luckily things were pretty good condition-wise for the Super Bowl in Tampa Bay. I'm sure a lot of people here at FSU Weather are pretty split on it. I've heard some people really love Tom Brady, and then other and are from Tampa, so they're glad the Bucs won. But some people just don't like to see greatness, so they did not want to see the Tampa Bay Bucs win. But Tom Brady getting that 7th Super Bowl ring, so congrats to a fellow Floridian now, Tom Brady, for pulling that off. But here in Tallahassee, unfortunately, we are going to see that rain. Really not going to clear out until Saturday. And even then, still going to have some cloudy skies. Maybe the sun will start to poke out a little bit. And then getting into another exciting Sunday, Valentine's Day, we will start to see the sun come back out again. So a great day to go if you have a Valentine's Day date, maybe do something outside to take advantage of that good weather. But be sure to follow us on Twitter at twitter.com/FSU Weather. You can also like us on Facebook at facebook.com/FSU Weather. And we're always live on YouTube Mondays through Fridays at 6 p.m. That's at youtube.com/FSU Weather. And be sure to follow us on Instagram as well at FSU Weather. On Instagram and Facebook, we'll try to post some weather updates from time to time, maybe not every single day, but some quick clips to keep you informed. YouTube is where you're going to get most of your information on the show. And then Twitter as well, we will also post some updates there. So be sure to follow us on all 4 of those social media platforms to stay tuned on the weather. That's all we have for you guys tonight on the